the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix, and I refused. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we're speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not? You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore. I want everyone in this audience to know that even though the media frames this, that it's me versus that community, that is not what it is. Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say. For the record, and I need you to know this, everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about. In summer 2020, when the whole world shut down, I was outside doing shows. My neighbor had a cornfield, and he let me throw shows there, and people came from all over the country. Some people came from around the world to see those shows. The best comedians on earth came to my home and broke bread with me, and we lived our lives. We found a way to keep moving forward. I made a whole documentary about it. The first night of those shows was a piece that some of you might have seen. It was called 846, and it dealt with the murder of George Floyd. This film that I made was invited to every film festival in the United States, and some of those invitations I accepted. And when this controversy came out about the closer, they began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos at Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands. And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny. I desperately want people to see this movie, but I understand why investors would be nervous. Since nobody will touch it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make it available for all of you in 10 American cities, going on sale in the next few days. You will be able to see this movie in its entirety, and you can see what they're trying to obstruct you from seeing. And you can judge for yourself, but you cannot have this conversation and exclude my voice from it. That is only fair. You have to answer the question, am I canceled or not? Then let's go. Thank you very much, and good night.
don't know if people remember their first day of kindergarten, but it was like, I felt like all these kids had met each other before, and I was the only one that didn't know anybody. And I got in a fight. This kid, I still remember his name, Paul. We were coloring it. He was coloring corn green. It really bugged me. And I told him that corn was yellow, and he started hitting me, and I was like, this is the coldest shit that's ever happened to me in my life. It was just like instantly life had changed.
So color was already an issue.
Color was an issue. You guys heard
this? Did television play a role in your life when you were a kid?
I watched an incredible amount of television. Before I could tell time from a clock, I would tell it from a television. That I could turn on the TV and say, oh, this is on, it's 7:30. I watched so much TV, man. I was always like a escapist.
Yeah.
You know, I was the odd kid out. Like, I didn't tell you this about my first day in kindergarten. I peed in the nap time. I peed, which instantly set me apart from everybody. You can't do that.
Right.
But we were having juice. It got so good to me, and then I wasn't. And my older brother was like freakishly good-looking dude. You know, me, I mean, I'm all right. But, you know, everyone in my family was light-complected, except for me. And I'm telling you, from a young age, I noticed people were treating me different. But I didn't understand why they were treating me different.
Yeah.
And I do believe to this day that that had something to do with it. Excuse me.
One of the things you're not allowed to do on this show is to fake tears.
All right, I'm sorry.
This is inside the actor's studio. We don't fake tears here. It's still fake.
Look good. You're looking good. You must be very excited. The program has never been on the air. Debuting it next week. Is that right?
That is correct.
Man, you're in good shape right after Home Improvement. It's a huge, huge hit. You must be very excited.
Yes, man. You know what it is, Dave. When I was growing up, I didn't see too many, brothers on TV.
Not too many black people on TV.
Not too many. I mean, it was Isaac from Love Boat and a few others.
Well, that was an excellent role model there.
Yeah, man. And I'm telling you, I used to watch
cruise ship bartender. Yes, sir. Slick.
Supposed to be that. Yeah, I used to watch that show, Fantasy Island, for like 9 years. So one brother on that, he was driving Mr. Rourke's car, Dave. You can think of a better fantasy than that, can't you, bro? You know. Stretch a little.
Shoot for the stars, absolutely.
Yes, man. You know, I guess I was raised to pay attention to that kind of thing. My mom, stickler for that.
Yeah.
She used to play these Malcolm X tapes at the house. Did any of your parents? Never mind. But anyway, for the audience at home, the people here are mostly Caucasian. It's all good, though. It's all good. But, so she would play these tapes, and I mean, Malcolm X just doesn't make a lot of sense to a 4-year-old. He'd be saying a little speech, it's like if you have some coffee, it's too black, too strong. So what do? You integrate it with cream, It used to be strong is now weak, what used to be hot is now cold, we used to keep you awake, well now it puts you to sleep. Sometimes you don't even know if you had coffee. I mean, I was like, what? Well, sometimes I don't know if I have coffee. I see the white man is trying to trick me into drinking tea.
Yeah. So now, you moved from where to California? Where are you from originally?
Originally from D.C.
From Washington, D.C. You move out there to California. How long ago did you move out?
Oh, a few years ago, man, and it killed me.
Really?
Yeah, the first week I was there, they stole my car. It was a rental car. But it still hurts.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I just put gas in it and everything, topped the tank off.
You feel violated anyway. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but this is what makes it worse, is I called a rental car place and they send me a a Lincoln Town Car.
Oh, that's a nice ride, huh?
Well, that's what the guy told me. I was like, am I going to like it? He said, you are going to love this car.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
I've seen the Lincoln Town Car, sure.
It looked
Nice
like
big sedan.
Like a big pimp car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was weird, man. I couldn't even control it. I felt like a pimp in this car.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense. I drove it down Sunset Boulevard, and all the hookers, like, snapped to attention. Then, like, a week after that, we had that earthquake.
Oh, my God. They're horrible, aren't they?
I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, very frightening.
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself when you think you were going to die. Sure. I learned I don't care about anybody but myself. I was running through the halls, pushing old people. Ain't your turn, lady. I gotta live. Right, and you know, and it's all over and you feel bad.
Yeah.
Why do people even run during an earthquake? It's like, where the hell are you going? It's shaking everywhere.
Nothing you can do there.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm getting used to it now. I'm making friends, so it's getting better.
That's good. And your friends must be, are they supportive of your success? Because you're like 22 years old, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
I would think that maybe your friends could be a little bit envious of this.
Not envious. You know what they do is they ask me for favors. I got to bail a friend out of jail.
All right.
2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, well, a black dude to voluntarily walk into a police precinct was unnerving. I kept feeling like I'd be like, hi, I'm here to bail out my friend. Well, since you're here, you do fit a description if you'll just... That's how they always get you, fitting the descriptions. Now, I could be bitter and blame all the police, but I would never do that.
No.
I'll tell you who I blame. It's those sketch artists, man.
Right.
They keep drawing the same brother over and over again.
The show, Buddies. Next week, what night is it now? Is it Tuesday night?
Yeah, it premieres next Tuesday night, and then we move to, I believe, Wednesday.
Well, I hope it's a huge hit for you.
Hey, thank you very much.
Nice to see you, Dave. Thank you very much for your time. Dave Chappelle, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Beach Road, The Great White Way. First really hot day
Nothing like it.
of the late spring and summer here in New York City.
Right.
That's Broadway, The Great White Way.
know it.
Yes, sir. Our next guest is a terrific comedian and a talented actor. He can be seen as one of the villains in the summer blockbuster Con Air. Currently the #1 film in the country. Here he is, Dave Chappelle. Dave!
Ta-da! Hey, everybody. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. Boy, this is weird. I haven't done any stand-up on TV for a while. I hate doing stand-up. Don't take it the wrong way. I just, I hate microphones. I hate holding them. I hate dealing with them. I hate talking to them. I worked at Burger King for 3 years, man. I didn't work the mic, though. I worked the grill. It's just the guy that worked the mic used to drive me crazy. Every time someone orders something, hi, yeah, let me have a Whopper with cheese. Sure. Whopper with cheese? It's like, you son of a bitch, I'm right behind you. Just turn around and ask me for a Whopper with cheese. Yeah. It's weird being on TV. You know the funny thing about TV now? Now tell me if this is just me, or do you guys notice this? Is it me, or do commercials have nothing to do with the products nowadays? You know what I'm saying? Am I right? I'm serious. I don't even know what a commercial is about until they say at the end. Anyone seen a commercial with the lady with the black eye? She got a black eye and she's crying and she's like, I smoke crack and my husband beats me. Then a voice came on and said, got milk? I was like, what the hell does milk have to do with this? But this is interesting. I was in San Francisco over the weekend, you know, just doing a gig, and my friends live up there. They said, Dave, have you seen the sights? I said, nah. They said, well, great. Let's go see Alcatraz this afternoon. What kind of black man in his right mind would visit a prison for recreation? I got friends in jail I don't visit. I'm scared of jail. I'm scared of anything that has to do with jail, like police. I don't deal with police. Not even when I need them. I don't call them. My house got robbed last year. I didn't call the police, because you know what's going to happen. As soon as I open the door, they'll be like, oh, he's still here. Open and shut case. I mean, don't get me the wrong way, man. I mean, police are good people, man. I like everybody. I do, man. Some people say I do too much ethnic material. This is a true story, though. I was mugged by a white guy one time. I never saw it coming. He, You got the time? Huh? Listen. Give me your wallet! I gave my wallet. He said, who's gonna believe ya? I get uncomfortable doing ethnic humor sometimes because it's getting too bad out there. People are taking it too seriously, man. I found myself the other day being racist against myself. You know what I mean? Because I heard about this court case. It's like an ongoing court case. This guy was suing a department store because they wouldn't let him play Santa Claus because he was black. And this is weird. I know. I found myself being happy when they beat that guy. I mean, that's weird. I guess in my mind, I just wasn't ready for the idea of a black Santa Claus. It was too much for me. You know, we wouldn't get our presents till the 28th, 29th. Oh, sorry I'm late, kids. Santa got caught up with some girlies in Vegas. I had to sell some toys to get back, you know. These are jokes. These are jokes. These are... Thank you. Y'all know what that is? Wade in the water, that's right. That is a Negro spiritual. See, slaves were smart people, man. They wrote songs they could sing with their mouths closed. Because they knew it would drive their masters crazy. Which one of you Negroes is singing? See, see, it's different. It's different for you guys, because, you know, white people, you guys whistle when you work. So, yeah. See, that's how you can tell what kind of work we're doing.
With Bono and Larry Mullen. Our next guest, a very funny man who stars in his own HBO comedy Half Hour, as well as in the new film Half Baked. It opens on Friday. Here's the always enjoyable Dave Chappelle. Oh, Dave! How you doing, Dave?
I like that funky interlude. Yes, indeed. How are you, man?
Pretty good. Happy New Year.
You too, buddy.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the show.
It's good to be back.
Well, Mr. Big Shot, you got your starring in a movie now, aren't you?
I have to have this suit back. Not that big.
What is the film, Half Baked?
Half Baked.
Yeah.
It is a pot comedy.
Really? Is it an old Cheech and Chong script that you were able to option?
Well, not quite a Cheech and Chong flavor.
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen a Cheech and Chong movie, actually, but this is, it's very weedy, if that's what you want to hear. You know, I can't really say what it's about.
Yeah, Robert was out here and he was talking about his movies and what you can expect when you go to see one of his movies. When people go to see this, what can they expect to see here?
It's more of an event than a movie. That's all I can tell you. The crowds go crazy.
Feel like prizes and stuff?
Oh, wait, no, but people bring their own prizes and smoke them right in the theater. I'll tell you that right now.
Wow.
I've never seen anything like it.
Your family must be excited about this. Have they seen the film?
Well, they're going to see it tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, it's kind of weird. I named one of the characters after my stepbrother. You know, it's kind
Well,
of...
that's sort of nice, don't you think?
Well, he's a weed head, though. I mean, it's like, I don't know how nice that is, but I did it. I just did it.
But is there an anti-drug message in the film?
Hold on, let me think about this for us. I'm not going to pull a Farrah Fawcett, dude.
Yeah, wait, look at there. You got buildings.
No, yeah, I guess in a roundabout way, yes. None of these characters are role models in
Right.
a sense. One works at Burger King, one's a janitor. I mean, they're all the things your guidance counselor told you to be if you smoke pot all the time.
That's right. So as long as you're not glorifying it and encouraging people, you're just sort of showing what can happen if you do indulge. You know, it's not an endorsement. Then I think you can have make a movie, make jokes about it. Then.
Yeah, I'm not the devil. I'm a comic. You know,
absolutely.
I'm just making you know, it's fertile ground for comedy.
Now, have you? It's none of my business, but have you yourself ever, smoked?
Yes, but only for medicinal purposes.
I see. Well, that's different. And what was the problem? What was the ailment? What were you trying to overcome?
You know, it's funny, Dave. I found myself too sharp and alert.
I had to get something to treat that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted that sedateness.
You ever been to Camp David?
No, but I was invited.
Yeah. Whoa. Pretty good. Pretty good deal. How's everything going? You get a new dog, huh?
Yeah,
Good for
man.
you.
You know, I got lonely. I bought a dog. It's
They're
cute.
great, aren't they?
Yeah, you got a dog?
Yeah, I've had dogs, yeah.
Oh, you don't have one now?
Well, passed on.
I'm sorry I brought that up.
That's
Dave.
all right. He lived a long, rich, full life. He was 43 when he died.
Yeah, my dog is like, he's a little dog. He's an apartment dog, like 20 pounds.
Yeah.
All white and fluffy, American Eskimo. And that's actually, I named him Whitey.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It's bad because I piss my neighbors off. I train them in the lobby, so they always, sit Whitey and roll over Whitey.
And the dog coming along, doing pretty well?
Oh, he's doing well. I still beat him for no reason.
No.
Bad Whitey, give me a job. But I don't do that. I'm kidding.
Of course you are. Did you celebrate the New Year's? Did you have a nice holiday season? Do anything fun?
I went home. I went down to D.C.
What's it like? Now that's your hometown, right?
Yeah.
The nation's capital.
Some folks from D.C. Good to see you alive. I'm kidding.
What is it like to have your hometown also the nation's capital?
Well, I love D.C. It's home. But going back, it's like, if you're like at your house, and your friend will come over and say, hey, man, it stinks in here. And you'll say...
I don't know that exactly, but
all right. Well,
take your word for it.
I'm a young bachelor. It's happened to me. They say, yeah, it stinks in here. And, of course, I'm going to say, no, it doesn't stink in here. Then we go out. And then you come back and you say, you know what? It kind of stinks in here, yeah. I mean, since I've been home, I've seen a better way. I mean, it's like D.C. is the only city where the mayor's on parole. I mean, and I'm not knocking Marion Barry. I'm from the city.
Right.
I know what it's like, but I know a lot of politicians do bad things. It's just not that damn bad. Crack.
Dave, when does the film open?
It comes out Friday the 16th. Go see it. It's a genuinely funny movie.
There you go.
And if you have kids, know what it's about. We can't really say what it's about in the commercials, but know it's about pot, so you know that you're a concerned
Just be responsible when you make the decision to take the kids.
But go!
There you go. Good to see you again, Dave. Thank you very much. Dave Chappelle. We'll be back. Stephen X and Lindsey Buckingham.
The thing I forgot to mention when Jessica was here that Normal comes on Sunday, this Sunday on HBO. So please, if you get an opportunity, watch it. Our next guest is a very funny man who hosts his own television program on Comedy Central. It's called Chappelle's Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my heart, my soul, David Chappelle.
Please, some scary shit. I gotta tell you, Harvey Weinstein
Almost protested the war in the beginning. Almost. Till I saw what happened to them Dixie chicks. I said, fuck that. If they'll do that to 3 white women, they will tear my black ass to pieces. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, man, they would. But I'm like, for real, why you care so much what the Dixie chicks say? It's not like they political scientists or nothing. They just bitches that can sing good. You know what I mean? Stop worshiping celebrities so much. Just don't pay attention. I remember right around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. They said, we got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga? This is ridiculous. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death. I want some answers that Ja Rule might not have right now. You think when bad shit happens to me, I'll be in the crib like, oh my God, this is terrible.
Could somebody please find Ja Rule, get hold of this motherfucker so I can make sense of all this? Where is Ja? Add me Ja Rule. Well, the timing of this Michael Jackson shit is what makes me doubt it. Every time this war is going out of control, or the economy is bad, or something is wrong with the world at large, it's always these moments in history that Michael Jackson will coincidentally jerk off a kid. This is getting a little ridiculous. Like, are you planning this shit? Do you have meetings?
Michael, thank you for coming. As you know, Michael, the war has not been going as well as we expected. There's been a lot of hiccups, and the public is asking us a lot of questions, of course. And, well, Michael, there's no nice way to say this, and all I know how to do is be direct, so let me just be direct. We're going to need you to jerk off another child, Mike. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But it would really help out.
Or maybe he did it. Who knows? Who knows? That's the thing. That's what I wanted to say. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Mike, God, and this little boy know. That's about it. That's about it. The only reason that I can even talk about this shit is because everybody is speculating. They all think he did it. And I don't think he did it. I'm alone in this. I don't think he did it. I'm not going to say I don't think he did it. That's too strong. Let me just say I am reserving judgment until all the facts come out. But so far from what I heard, I mean, the kid said he was dying of cancer. He was in Make-A-Wish Foundation. He claims he had 2 weeks to live, and it was his dying wish to meet Michael Jackson. Come on, man, give me a fucking break. This kid is 10 years old. He don't remember Thriller. The fuck you want to meet Michael Jackson for, honestly? I remember Thriller, and I just, like, kind of want to meet this nigga. Like, I wouldn't break an appointment to meet him. I'll put it that way. I'd have to already be free. That's ridiculous. It's like if I'm dying in 2 weeks and go, oh, mama, get me in a room with Chubby Chuckle. I wouldn't want to meet that motherfucker. My last 2 weeks. Why not Usher or somebody like this? So then the kid claims he goes to Michael's house. This is where it all gets crazy. He does everything you'd expect at Michael's house. They climbed trees and rode roller coasters and Ferris wheels. The chef made cookies, pies, and cakes. They was petting the monkey and the giraffe, sang songs, kid shit. And in the middle of all this childlike activity, for some reason, Mike pulled out some wine and some pills and sucked his kid's dick. Folks, it hurts me to say it. And the kid had the nerve to call that abuse. Motherfucker, that is a good host. God damn, what else do you want? What else do you want? I'm lucky to get a glass of grape drink at my friend's house. Let alone a roller coaster ride and my dick sucked. Mike must be confused, like I brought you in my house, I fed you, I sucked your dick, and this is how you repay me, motherfucker? This was your wish, not mine. Thought you were dying in 2 weeks. What happened to that motherfucker? I've been in court for a year and a half. You get stronger every time I see you. This is fucked up. I shouldn't even say this is fucked. Wouldn't it be some ironic shit if they found out through this case that the cure for cancer was Michael Jackson sucking your dick somehow? Like if Mike had powers like Green Mile and all the kids like, please, Mike, suck our dicks. Never again. You didn't appreciate it.
Can we at least study your saliva? Please, Mike.
Oh, my God. But there's a more important reason that I would stop doing comedy right now. And this reason is the real reason that's been percolating, and it really is the crowd, not you. I'm talking about the crowd on the big stage. It's too hard to entertain a country whose ears are so brittle. Motherfuckers are so sensitive. The whole country is turned into bitch-ass niggas. Everything you say upsets somebody. But motherfuckers are just taking it too far. I don't know why or how everybody got this goddamn sensitive. You know who hates me the most? The transgender community. Yo, yeah, these motherfuckers. I mean, I didn't realize how bad it was. These motherfuckers are really mad about that last Netflix special. It's tough, man. I don't know what to do about it because I like them. Always have. Never had a problem with them. You know, just fucking around. As a matter of fact, I think I make fun of everybody. And, I mean, as a group of people, they have to admit, it's kind of fucking hilarious, man. I'm sorry, bro. It's like, I've never seen somebody in such a hilarious predicament not have a sense of humor about it. They're born feeling like there's something other than they're born as, and that's kind of funny, you know? I mean, it's funny if it's not happening to you. I believe transgenders. I don't understand them either, but I know they mean what they say. Them niggas cut their dicks off. That's all the proof I need. I've never seen somebody just throw their dick away. Don't need it. I don't understand, but I believe you and I support your decision, motherfucker. I was doing a show. I was in Portland, Oregon. And I was checked in a hotel under the name Charles Edward Cheese. I came back to my room late at night, and there was a note. It was like a letter on my desk. It was addressed to Mr. Cheese. So, obviously, I'm going to assume that whoever wrote this letter must be an intimate friend of mine. This is not some kind of name that a person would just guess. But then I open the letter, and it turns out I don't know this person at all. It's a fan letter. You know, I'm not even used to the idea that I have fans, but I'm grateful for it. And I don't read those letters. It'd be nice if I did, but realistically, it's like, what am I, Santa Claus, nigga? I don't have time for this. Like, got shit I want to do. I'm trying to chill. Read all these dreams and wishes from strangers. But I read it. I'd already opened it. So I just read the whole letter. And you know what, man? Whoever wrote this letter truly loves me. I mean, they were really fucking nice in the letter. And then they described to me what it was like to come to the show, how excited they were, how much fun they were having. And then they said that when I got to my jokes about transgenders, that they were, quote, devastated. Because it turns out that whoever wrote the letter was transgender. Now, I'm going to be real for a second. As a policy, you got to understand, I never feel bad about anything I say up here. And I would never admit this to you if I hadn't locked your phones up. But it was the weirdest thing. Like, when I read this letter, the shit made me feel bad. I didn't feel bad about what I said, you understand? I felt bad that I made somebody else feel bad. To be honest, I don't even know what I said that upset that person. I have so many transgender jokes. But I feel like it was probably this joke I'm about to tell you right now. And it's not even that bad of a joke. It's a true joke. I mean, it's not true, but I had read in the paper that Caitlyn Jenner was contemplating posing nude in an upcoming issue of Sports Illustrated. And I know it's not politically correct to say these things, so I just figured, fuck it, I'll say it for everybody else. Yuck. You know, sometimes I just want to read some stats. I don't know why you're going to cram some man pussy in the middle of the sports page like this. I just didn't think that was the place for it. But I wasn't saying anything like Caitlyn Jenner's a bad person. I'm not mad at her for doing it. Not even mad at Sports Illustrated. If I'm mad at somebody, I'm probably just mad at myself. You understand? Because deep down, I know that I am not strong enough to not look at those pictures. And I don't think I'm ready to see what she's trying to show me. So Caitlin, goddamn it, if you go through with this thing, bitch, you better go hard or go home. I want you to go all the way. Hustler style. Do you know what hustler style means, miss? That means spread the lips. I hope she spreads her lips and there's an itty bitty dick inside. Ah! The show is behind the curtains. I don't know what I said that upset that person. You know, I can remember when it all started. It was when I was doing Chappelle show. When I was doing Chappelle show, I used to do the show, and then on the weekends I do like concerts and shit like that. So I'm doing a concert, and there was a couple in the front row, beautiful couple. The wife was obviously Asian. You could see it in her face. The husband, this motherfucker was mysterious, to say the least. Couldn't quite pinpoint where he was from. Caramel-colored fella, very nice hair, but he could have been from anywhere. Bangladesh, Mexico. I can't guess with a nigga like this. All I knew for sure about this guy is that his wife was a bitch. I could see that in her face, too. No, he was laughing and having a good time, and she was scowling at me at a goddamn comedy show. I couldn't figure it out. And then I realized at some point that she was pregnant, and I was smoking on stage. I said, oh my God, that's probably why she's mad. So I started to put my cigarette out, but then she hit me with one of them fake non-smoker calls. So I just kept smoking. I thought to myself, bitch, that babe will be fine, relax. And I tried to break the tension. I just asked her. That's all I said. I go, hey, where are you guys from anyway? And I could tell that she was on to me. She goes, very condescendingly, she says, I'm from California. If you are asking my ethnicity, I am Chinese. And her husband was just cool about the shit. He was like, I'm Mexican, bro. I said, well, I'm sorry if I offended you by asking, but you're a very beautiful couple. And miss, there's no question that you're going to give birth to the hardest working baby this world has ever seen. That's not a bad joke. She got very upset. She got up to leave immediately. But she didn't just leave. She had to take one last dig at me on the way out. I will never buy one of your fucking DVDs again, Dave Chappelle. I said, ma'am, with all due respect, Chinese people don't buy DVDs. And the crowd went crazy. We were all laughing, having a good time. I didn't even think anything of it. And then just 3 days later, this lady sends a fucking letter to my promoter telling him not to book me for shows anymore because I was, quote, racist, and I'm quoting her, insensitive to the nature of my interracial marriage. I was like, word, bitch, I was. If she had just done a little bit of research, she would know that I myself am in an interracial marriage. That's right. That worked out. The second time I met O.J. Simpson, was right after the trial of the century. There I was, now a young man of probably 23. O.J. Simpson was the most famous or infamous face on planet Earth. I was in a restaurant in Beverly Hills with my agents. I wasn't alone in the restaurant, but I was alone. I was the only black person in the restaurant. And in the 90s, that felt very uncomfortable. Now I tend to enjoy it at this age. I was having dinner with my agent celebrating a deal that they told me was lucrative, but I later learned fucking sucked. And suddenly, a group of women walked by. Every race was in that group. Black, white, Asian, Latina, white, and white again. They were all gorgeous. I watched them walk by. Then, I saw a familiar face. Al Collins, the man from the infamous Bronco chase, walked by and embraced one of the women, and they walked towards the door. Couldn't believe what I saw. And then, close behind him, was O.J. Simpson, newly released from jail. The restaurant fell still. I was shocked. I didn't mean to say it out loud, but it just came out. O.J. He stopped, turned around to see who said it, saw my black face, and correctly assumed it was me. I was sitting in the corner of the booth. He leaned over all the white people I was having dinner with and shook my hand. How are you, young man? He looked in my eyes, and I could see in his eyes that he didn't remember meeting me the first time. And then he walked away. And I looked back at my agents, and all of them had nothing short of disgust on their faces. And the only one with the courage to voice their disgust was a woman named Sharon, who used to represent me. How could you, she said. How could you shake hands with that murderer? I said, Sharon, with all due respect, that murderer ran for over 11,000 yards. And he was acquitted, so, you know, glove didn't fit. Glove didn't fit. Get over yourself. Some people can't do that. Some people just can't get over themselves. Gay people have a hard time doing that recently. Here we go. Here comes the deep water. No, recently I've noticed that. I noticed that with that Manny Pacquiao controversy. Yeah, no, it was now in the gay community's defense. Manny Pacquiao said some outlandish shit about gay people. Very, very not nice things that I won't repeat, but there was biblical verses and some analogies to animals. Wasn't a good look. Nike took his shoes immediately, which I thought was a little harsh. A little harsh. You know what I mean? Because he's, just because he's Asian. You know what I mean? Fuck, you gonna take shoes off an Asian dude to appease a gay dude. You know what I mean? No? You don't know what I mean. But Asian people kind of know what I mean. No? No Asians in the front? No? No, this is what I mean. Okay, look. Okay, you're an Asian dude. No, I say this with no disrespect, but we're all Americans, right?
You know who I feel real bad for is Indians. Everybody feels bad for Indians. They get dogged openly because everybody thinks they're dead. These motherfuckers are not all dead, all right? With my own eyes, I've seen a gathering of 1,500 Native Americans. They were all gathered in one place. The place is called Walmart in New Mexico. There's Indians everywhere. I'd never seen Indians before. I wasn't even sure if they were Indians. It's fucked up, but I asked one of them. It's not nice, but I seen him in the sports section looking at bows and arrows. I had to say something. Excuse me. I don't mean to be rude. Are you an Indian? And he was cool. Yes. Yes, I'm Indian. Still didn't believe him. I had to test him to be sure. This is fucked up. But I had a gum wrapper in my pocket, so I balled that shit up and I threw it on the floor. And a single tear came out of his eye. I said, oh, shit. I had so many questions. So what tribe are you from? I am a Navajo. I said, word. I studied you in social studies.
You're a hunter-gatherer, correct? He said, I guess so. That's what you wish to call it. I said, why? What do you call it? He said, I am an alcoholic. I said, well, what's your name, dog? He said, please. Dog is my cousin. That was a good guess. My name is Running Coyote. What is your name, friend? And that shit caught me off guard. I mean, I didn't want to say my name was Dave to a motherfucker named Running Coyote. This don't feel good enough. He just put me on the spot. I said, huh? My name, what? Oh, my name's Blackfeet. Then I changed the subject. Forget about me. What's going on with you? I want to meet your chief. Why don't me, you, and your chief and your friends get together tonight? We could have a real live peace pipe smoking ritual. We need to celebrate, nigga. I thought you were dead. And he set it up. It was beautiful. It was just like I dreamed. We was all sitting around. Them Indians was beating the drum. Some other Indians came out the back with a long blanket that was folded in half and put in front of us. Opened that shit up, and on the blanket was a long wooden pipe with feathers. And bags of weed were all over the blanket. And Chief walked over. The big ones are 50. The little ones are 25. And these are 10. Me and those Indians got high as shit. I was baked. I told the chief, he was talking, I cut him off. Time out, chief. Sorry to interrupt. I'm fucking smashed, man. The weed's too strong. I'm itching. This is PCP. The spirits have got me. Chief, the spirits have got me. And the chief threw some water in my face. Calm down, blackface. Splash! I said, hey, it's Blackfeet, motherfucker. Take it easy. Blackfeet, you're welcome to stay amongst me and my tribe for the night until the spirits leave you. And they gave me my own teepee to sleep in, which sounds nice. I personally felt like it was a little fucked up, you know, because they all had houses, man. It's like, why can't I sleep with y'all in the house and watch TV? Nigga, I can't be on this grass all night. They backed up to the urinal next to me. I wouldn't even think about that. I'd just be like, that's funny. This guy is peeing out of his butt for some reason. Oh my God, he must be a veteran. Thank you for your service. I'm not indifferent to people suffering because I know it's hard to be everybody. We blacks, we just got our first big holiday in a long time. Happy belated Juneteenth to the blacks. Juneteenth is a strange holiday, isn't it? It commemorates when black people in Texarkana area of the country first found out they were free. But remember, they were free when they found out. They just didn't know it yet. Very, very interesting holiday. You know, I learned something. It was a wild story. I learned this past Juneteenth of a story that's true, and there was a black man who was in South Carolina during slavery who somehow got granted his freedom by his so-called master. And when his master granted him the freedom, he also gave him a plot of land. Now, it turns out this brother was brilliant. He had a good eye, a good knack for farming. And he farmed this plot of land very successfully and made a lot of money. And this is where the story gets crazy. When he got all that money, this nigga bought some slaves. Have you ever heard this before? This is a true story. Not only was he a slave owner, he became a slave breeder and employed tactics that were so cruel, even white slave owners were like, yo, my man. He was a wild dude, but he did it just because that's what successful people did at the time, and he just wanted to be down. What a fucking tragedy. How can a person that went through slavery perpetrate the same evil on a person that looks just like him? It's mind-blowing. And, shockingly, they're making a movie about him. Ironically,
It's called space juice. Space juice. The point of that story is this person was invested in a construct. That was the construct of successful people, and he just followed the roadmap of successful people. He followed what they call an incentive. Now, everyone struggles, but I'm very invested in the gender construct, personally, because I'm a man with kids and a wife, and I like that warm, wet, soft pussy that my wife has. This does not mean that I feel like another point of view can't exist. I was doing a nightclub in Oakland 16 years ago, and this is the first time that the trans community ever got mad at me that I knew about. And I was nobody. I just quit Chappelle's show. It was like a nothing hole-in-the-wall club, and I was doing some transgender jokes in Oakland. It was 16 years ago. My pronoun game was not as nice as it is today. I went too far. I said things like tranny and shit. I didn't know these words were bad, and a woman stood up and just gave me the business. Started screaming at me, and I'm sure it was a woman. But she kept calling me transphobic and all this shit. I'd never even heard these words before. It was really weird. I didn't trip. I just gave security the look like, get that bitch out of here. I kept it moving. And then she went to the press. And the next day, one of the gay papers wrote all the same things she had said to me about me in the paper. Misquoted the jokes and was calling me transphobic. And again, all these words, I'd never heard them before. But every time that I talked with anybody from that community since, they always repeat the talking points from that article. My least favorite of which being, and I hate this phrase, they say I was punching down on them. Punching down. What the fuck does that mean? Now fast forward. It's 2019. I'm in a restaurant in Ohio, a very nice restaurant. It's Thanksgiving week. And to be honest, it's not a very nice restaurant, but it's a nice restaurant if you're a white person from Ohio that's never been anywhere before. Picture Chili's. I'm sitting in the bar, I'm having a drink by myself. And the only other person in the bar is a woman, a couple stools down, and she was alone, and she was older, and that made me feel sad, because it was the holidays. So I told the bartender, send that woman a drink on me. She's trying to spread the cheer, and I wish I didn't. This woman wanted to talk. She wasn't mean, she was nice, but she just wanted to talk about shit that, the nigga that's trying to get drunk don't want to hear about this bitch remodeling her bathroom, and I'm sitting there trying to be polite. Oh, Subway towels, word. But then she hits a lick. Piqued my interest. She says, my daughter is coming home for the holidays. Oh, that's great news. I'm glad you're not going to be alone. And then she goes on and on about how great her daughter is. I guess her daughter got a new agent, and she's out in Hollywood. She's in movies and on television and all this stuff. And as she's telling me this, I'm thinking, this woman is so sweet. She probably doesn't even know who I am or what I do for a living. Because I know what your daughter's out in Hollywood doing. And then she goes, would you like to see her picture? Oh, now I don't want to see this woman's picture, but what am I going to do? I go, okay, yeah, sure, I'd love to see the picture. And I grab the picture, and this is all I say. This is all I say. Oh, she's very beautiful. And as she puts the picture away, she looks mean all of a sudden, like she caught me in some kind of trap. What does that face mean? And then she goes, she's transgender. And I think to myself, oh, this bitch does know who I am. I really resented that trap because that trap doesn't let me be honest. If I was honest, I wouldn't fall for it. I just looked at the picture like, ooh, look at that big chiseled jawline, that big thick Joe Rogan neck. Is that a dude? Is your daughter a man? Can't say that shit. It's really annoying. Fast forward, now it's a couple days later. It's the Wednesday. For the Thursday, that's Thanksgiving, and I'm in a totally different bar. And this bar, trust me, it's not a nice place. It's foul. It's one of those bars where the top shelf should be under the sink.
Don't forget who I am. Don't forget what I am. I am a black dude. And don't ever forget how I got here. My ancestors were kidnapped. I don't even know where the fuck I'm from. They were put on the bottom of boats. They sailed them across the Atlantic. Many of them died. Only the strongest survived. And once they got here, they beat the humanity out of my people. They turned us into beasts of burdens. They made us do their work. And the irony is, hundreds of years later, they called us lazy. We fought in the Civil War. We damn near freed ourselves. And then in Reconstruction, black people did great. My great-grandfather was a very wealthy man. But then the black codes came. Jim Crow came. There was 100 years of unspeakable oppression again. Lynchings, all kinds of terroristic acts to keep us in the margins of society. And yet we still fought. And Dr. King was born. And then things got better. 20 years after Dr. King was assassinated, Michael Jackson was moonwalking on television. Something, something, something. Barack Obama. Donald Trump, and now here we all are. 400-year nightmare. Took us 400 years to figure out as a people that white people's weakness the whole time was kneeling during their national anthem. That's a brittle spirit. That's right, nigga. On the rock, it's regular. What are you doing, nigga? Stand up! The Vice President of the United States got involved. Mike Pence got involved. He went to the game himself. These niggers will have to sting when they see me. And all them football players looked up in the stands and saw Mike Pence. He said, Mike Pence, come on, y'all. Wu-Tang. Wow! Whoa! Foiled. Brittle spirit. I can kill every white person